Welcome, one and all. It's everyone's favorite time of year when the spirits come out to play, scaring the little children and giving old people the willies. That's right, it's Halloween.
Monster Party was released in 1989 for the NES and is a surprisingly obscure platform game for the system. The story is an interesting one. You play as Mark, a kid who is walking home from a baseball game and is accosted by a gargoyle-like monster who tells him that he needs his help in saving his world, the Dark World, from being overrun by monsters. So the gargoyle, whose name is Bert by the way, whisks Mark away and fuses with him in the meantime, meaning that if Mark finds the right item, which appropriately in this game comes in the form of a drug, he can transform into Bert for a short period of time. One thing you'll notice about the game is that it's a parody of a lot of monster and horror films and stories. As you play the game, you'll come across the usual vampires, skeletons and ghosts, but each level contains lots of rooms which may or may not contain a boss, which you must defeat. Once all the bosses on the level have been defeated, you'll receive a key which you will use to leave that level. The bosses in the game are really where it shines. You come across jive-talking killer plants, mummies, familiar dancing zombies, and even possessed sushi. It's all very random. They are also very tough. As Mark, you have your baseball bat to protect yourself with, which of course you can use to whack monsters in the face with, and you can also use it to hit back projectiles, which seems to do a bit more damage. However, the range on this is pretty short. But as previously mentioned, you can also transform into Bert, who can not only fly, but has a projectile attack that comes in very handy. Graphically, the game is very good, and there's a lot of surprisingly dark imagery here, with bloody levels and dead bodies all over the place. It's pretty surprising for the NES. Each of the 8 levels have a good amount of variety in them too, which is nice to see. From forests and sewers to caves and mansions, you get to visit all places you'd expect to see in a cheesy 80s horror film. It's a real pleasure. So this is a great game, very very hard, but it does have a great sense of Halloween humour that you'd be even crazier to miss out on. Check it out.